Ever since episode 1 of Sagrada Reset, I've been an avid supporter of this series. I think, yes, at times it can be slow, at times the visual presentation is a little kind of, well, plain and basic, but all along I've been a supporter of this series, and this series and Rage of Bahamut's Virgin Soul are my favorite anime of the season. Every single week I want another episode when I finish it. And this may not be the most popular anime of the season, this may be a critically hated series by most people's standards, but this episode, and just what this series has been building up to, and we're not even halfway done this series yet, did something I absolutely love. And what I like with series is when they don't just explain everything right out of the get-go, they make you kind of think, they make you question why things are falling into place the way they are. And slowly throughout the series, you build up to something, and it should be revealed in a very interesting way. It doesn't have to have explosions, it doesn't have to be bombastic, but the series that takes you on a ride, and we're only like 10 episodes into like a 24 episode series. We still have another 14 episodes to go, and this already did enough to me to make me absolutely love this series. Like, if we didn't have any more here, I'd be like, there's still so many questions I have, but I'm just glad I got this much of a ride. The fact that these 10 episodes were building up to this plan of revival, it was Samir's idea all along. And the fact that things that I was speculating early on, like the whole concept of the MacGuffin. Everyone knows what a MacGuffin is if you took your basic English classes in your high school, because it's just one of those words, it's the object that makes the protagonist go for something. A bank robber, the stack of cash that he's going to steal is the MacGuffin. It gets the person to do what they need to. And all along, I figured this stone isn't what the MacGuffin is, and if it is, it's probably something relating to K. And all along, I figured K is actually the MacGuffin, and he sort of is. I mean, he is and he isn't. The stone at the core, it was just a basic stone. It was just a rumor started by Samir, who wanted everyone to kind of fall into place and believe that this stone has the ability to use all the powers. But in reality, it was just meant for K to pretty much round up the people that he needs to revive this dead girl. And to me, that's absolutely incredible, because I figured it was, like, I wasn't sure if they were going to go the route that K actually could use all the abilities, but the fact that they went the route of K can use all the abilities, but it's actually him just getting everyone into place. The old man who has the ability with the photo, finding the girl who can literally negate the effect of the reset and essentially bring something out of the past into it. So they first test it on the trees. She takes a petal from the photo, the petal remains even after the effect of the 10 minutes of the photo. So they could literally bring her back into the real world. And I love how even conversations from I think like episode 2 come back into place with the whole Android comments, which I remember. Some people on Reddit were absolutely criticizing, saying how just dry it was. Like, what the fuck's the point of this, like, Android comment? This makes no sense. And now we see the entire conversation was, even if you're not the same person kind of a thing, can you still trust that person the same way? Because at the core, bringing her out of that picture doesn't necessarily mean she's going to be the same girl. She could essentially be a fake. That's why she implants a memory to be sent to her at 6:30 at that time, as if she hears that message, she knows she's the real deal. How everything falls into place is absolutely why I love series like this, because it's not just spoon-feeding you. It's not like it's the most complex series. If you pay attention to each episode, it's pretty easy to follow, but there is a lot of information, so it's easy to lose track as well. But the fact that this is so carefully planned out, and that we're only 10 episodes in, and we still have like another 14 episodes left, makes me so happy that I've been sticking with this series. I absolutely love this show. Yes, the visual presentation can be a little basic, but it actually works in its favor, as to not, in my opinion, it doesn't divert your attention away, because a lot of times if you have very pretty animation, very pretty character designs, just everything is very flashy, that can make you more interested than what's going on screen, which some people may be questioning. Well, I mean, you're still reading the dialogue, so how does that happen? But it does. So the fact that they went more basic, more simplistic, which works in its favor, and it's not like the character designs are bad, I actually quite like the character designs, but the movements and just the polish, it can dip. I'll admit, like, it does dip from time to time. But I absolutely love how this is handled, how it's just slowly building up to this, and now we have the girl revived, how everything's gonna finish off in the second half, because this was absolutely incredible. I absolutely enjoyed this episode. I was just, as everything was falling into place, I was just thinking, this isn't shocking, this isn't like I didn't see any of this coming, but it was just like, it fell into place so perfectly, so smoothly, I loved it. I'm sure those who maybe have just kind of been half paying attention and watching the series may be kind of questioning a few things, but if you literally watch these 10 episodes, paying attention start to finish, there are so many like hints to what was coming and how everything fell into place. This was incredible. I absolutely love this episode, and I think like it's just getting better and better as time goes on. And how they could remain with like what they could do with the next 14 episodes is so interesting. Is she going to be recruited by the Bureau? What was the point? Why did she want Kay to be the protagonist in her story? Why did she want Kay to be the protagonist who could recruit all the people for her plan? And we don't know the answer to that yet, and I'm so excited to figure out why, because we've already seen how complex it was just to get her to be revived. She took her life, make it look like an accident, make everything happen the way it did. This was incredible. I love this episode from start to finish. I am dying to watch episode 11 next week. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you think of the plan, how it fell into place? Was there any aspects you would have liked to see a bit more fleshed out? Because for myself, I have no major complaints with the episode. I mean, besides some basic animation here or there, I thought this episode was on point. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Before you leave, smack that like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. So until next time, everyone, please take care and have a good one.